But right now we're going to start right off with David Gross. David is the director of Via Aquarium. And where do you hail from?
Originally from Chicago.
Chicago. Okay, they have aquarium there?
They started Shed Aquarium back in 1930, and I pestered them until I got my first job there way back in 1979.
Oh my goodness. And now here you are here in Schenectady with Via Aquarium. And it's being built by a company that has kind of taken over the Rotterdam Square Mall, which is now ViaPort.
It's now ViaPort. Yeah, Via Properties is a Turkish firm. They are in the process of buying distressed malls in the U.S. and adding entertainment to them.
And they're doing a great job.
Yeah, the focus has been on getting Via Entertainment, which is a bowling alley, an arcade, $1 million arcade, and a social club restaurant.
Mm-hmm. And I think Murata's is part of that too. Yeah,
runs the restaurant there. And they'll eventually also have a nightclub, comedy club sort of venue too.
Will there be stores there at all?
Yes, we have some people working on bringing some new stores to the mall.
Okay, good, because it'll be a nice mix.
Right. The aquarium is there to basically bring people back to the mall.
And you have a movie theater there as well, right?
Yeah, there is a movie theater.
Okay, so you got a lot going on there.
There is.
But let's take a look at what's going on, because the first thing, I don't know, I think the first photos we're going to look at is what's coming in. Is that?
Yep, that's the new sign with the new name of the mall, ViaPort Rotterdam, and the aquarium and the entertainment center.
How large is the aquarium?
This is the layout for the aquarium. It's about 25,000 square feet.
Wow.
So it's an intimate space compared to the really big aquariums, like Boston or something like that. The firm that's building the aquarium is a Turkish firm, and they shipped everything over. And this is one of the larger tanks. It's about 4,500 gallons. And then we have some of the acrylic there. We'll have 2 tunnel aquariums.
You mean you can walk through and the fish will be around you?
The fish will be above you and around you, yes. So we'll have 2 tunnels that are 23 feet long.
And that's where they're pouring the flooring?
What they're doing is they actually have to cut out a lot of the floor because it's not strong enough to handle all that weight. So we have to tear out the floor, jackhammer it out, and pour in a thicker pad to handle all the weight of that aquarium.
Yeah. Well, water's heavy.
Yeah.
And so what are we looking at there?
This is brook trout. Wanted to start out with a very iconic local fish. Brook trout are very important in the Adirondacks, important fly fishing. This is the next tank over, which will be African cichlids. These are just representative pictures.
Yeah, because they aren't in there yet.
We don't have any aquariums yet. It's still just a shell.
But this gives you an idea of what we're
That's an electric eel. We're planning on having an electric eel.
You'll have a good power source.
There's piranhas. Those are piranhas. We'll plan on having a school of piranhas there.
Okay. They don't eat each other, do they?
Not usually.
Okay.
No. Koi, we're going to have 3 touch tanks, including a koi pool, a stingray touch pool, and then a more traditional touch pool with things like horseshoe crabs. We want to have sturgeon, important fish locally, Hudson River, Mohawk River. We'll, of course, have Nemo, clownfish, and captive raised ones by the way.
Gorgeous.
And seahorses.
The seahorses are incredible.
Right. And these are horseshoe crabs. These look really scary. We'll have a touch tank with those too.
Okay, good.
They can't hurt you.
So when you say a touch tank, you mean kids will be able to touch them?
Yes.
That's why it's called a touch tank.
That's why it's called a touch tank. We want to hit as many senses as possible.
Yeah, that's really a great, so it's going to be educational.
Definitely educational. We're expecting at least 10,000 students in school groups annually. And we're going to have a lot of interesting graphics that we can change. We expect to have some interactive exhibits, some experiences which I'm not going to tell you about today. You're going to have to.
You have to come back again.
Come back and see it. Yeah, when we actually get it.
Yeah.
But some fun tech interactive exhibits also.
Yeah, this is really a great idea. It's something that our area has certainly needed. I mean, we talk about zoos, but aquariums seem to be a little bit more gentle with the animals. I mean, they're easier to kind of look at and see and learn about.
And like I said, I'm going to try and get captive raised. I worked for a company that raised clownfish for a couple of years. A lot of the fish we can get through hatcheries, so we'll do that as much as we can.
Now, I would imagine that you'll have to have a veterinarian, or what do they call them? Aquavarian? I don't know what they call them.
I'm actually looking for a veterinarian in the area. If anyone's out there who knows a vet who knows something about fish, I'd really appreciate a call.
Okay, so you do need somebody that can kind of
Right.
diagnose if there's a problem or something.
Right. We will have 6 biologists on staff
Okay.
who will be, taking care of
Leads,
the animals
yeah.
every day. But we'll need a consulting veterinarian come by every week or two to
You'll
check
have
on the health.
tour guides as well?
It'll be self-guided for the most part.
Okay.
We will have people stationed at those touch tanks to make sure that everyone's taking care of those animals
Understands
properly.
yeah.
But we will have an education staff also.
And there will be a charge for the aquarium, because I can't imagine this
it's
is
expensive. Right, it's expensive to keep all those pumps running.
Yeah.
So we will have a charge. It'll be reasonable. It's
Yeah.
$16 for adults, $14 for seniors and students, and $10 for children ages 4 to 17.
Yeah, and if they're in arms, they probably are free.
Yes.
Yeah, three-month-olds, you're not going to charge them.
No, no, under 3 years old.
Oh, okay, good.
It'll be free. And we'll also have some really good packages. Family of 4 will be able to come back as often as they like for a year
I noticed
for
that you have
$100.
yeah,
just
you have a
$100.
package, and you're going to be working also with MISI, I understand, to try and kind of
We
buddy
wish
up
to
with them.
collaborate with them, yes.
Yeah. So you've really come to the community, I think, to be part of it and to be engaging in education with the schools and with homeschoolers too, probably as well.
Definitely. Where I worked before, up at the Wild Center, we had a homeschool day and invited a bunch of homeschoolers by to experience the museum there. And we'll do the same sorts of things
Good.
here.
Now, one thing we haven't talked about, when are you going to open?
When are we going to open? As soon as we're done with construction. It's a complicated process. The contractor has been focused on getting something open. So they got the entertainment center open the end of February. So
Okay.
that's been open now almost a month.
So it's coming in stages, sort of.
Right.
Yeah.
Aquariums are complicated to build.
I
and-
can't imagine. I mean, sure as you think it's got all done, there's a leak.
Right. So, we have some pretty good size aquariums. Those tunnel aquariums will be about 15,000 gallons. That picture we showed earlier, that's about a 4,500 gallon
So that you
exhibit.
can kind of walk through it and the fish will be around you. So great
On those
photo
two.
ops, right?
Right, on those two.
Yeah.
And we will have a green screen photo booth at the beginning, and you can get your picture taken, and you'll be able to purchase a picture of you in some sort of aquatic theme.
Oh, how cool that is.
So it'll be
Well,
fun.
David, you have to come back as soon as you have your grand opening and things are really rolling to learn a little bit more of how things went when
Right.
getting it into place.
We're hoping we'll be open by June,
Good.
but we'll see how it goes.
Well, we'll just keep watching. That's
Right.
all we can do.
Watch
I mean,
the Facebook page,
Yeah, and join their Facebook page and watch the newspaper, and you'll see David in I'm sure new settings with
Right.
people interviewing you, and how exciting that will be. And you've got a new PR person just joined us.
Yep, Alan's first
Alan,
day
thank
today.
you for coming. And I wanted to thank David very much for coming and telling us a little bit more about Via Aquarium and ViaPort Rotterdam, because it's such an exciting adventure it's going to be for so many people to go in there and find a new entertainment center. And Murata's is putting a restaurant in there. I said a lot of good things are happening in Schenectady. Thank you for being here, David. It's been a
Thank you
pleasure
for
to
having
meet
me.
you. Yes, so nice
right.
to meet you.